In this video, you're going to learn how to rotate a point about another point that's not the origin, and we're going to talk about how to rotate 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, or 360 degrees using a graph and not the rotation rules that you might have learned previously. So let's dive into this lesson. We'll go through two examples. The first example, what we're going to do is we're going to take this center point, or the center of rotation, 3, 2, which is right here. Let's just label that C. And we want to rotate this point 4, 5 about this center of rotation. So let's go ahead and plot that point. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's our point right there. Now, one way to do this, if you have graph paper and you want to do it graphically, what you can do is you can look at the slope. So what you would do is you'd say, okay, I'm counting rise 1, 2, 3, run 1. Okay, so that has a slope of 3. And when you think about a slope of 3, that's like 3 over 1, right? Rise over run. The perpendicular slope is going to be the opposite reciprocal. So what that means is we flip this fraction and we make it the opposite sign. So we're going to be looking at a slope of negative 1/3. So what I'm going to do now is from the center rotation, instead of going rise 3, run 1, I'm going to go down 1, right 3. Okay, that would be perpendicular, so I'm going to draw a dotted line here, okay, and draw a dotted line here. You can see that that's a 90-degree angle. I could also do, instead of negative 1 over 3, that's the same as positive 1 over negative 3. So I could go rise 1 and then run negative 3, and I'll draw another dotted line here. You can see that that's also a right angle to that point. And then if I was to just take the same slope, see how I went rise 3, run 1, if I just go down 3, and left 1, okay, that's really going to be like a negative 3 over negative 1. Those two negatives cancel, still giving us a slope of positive 3. Then you can see that this would be like a 180-degree rotation. So you can see how these are like perpendicular lines. So if you draw something like this, you're going to be able to find these points now. So for example, if I'm rotating counterclockwise, this direction here, that's going to put us at 0, 3. So let's just write that down, 0, 3. If I was to rotate 180 degrees to this point right here, that's going to be the point 2, negative 1. And if I was to rotate 270 degrees, or like a 3/4 turn, that's going to put us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. And if you wanted to go 360 degrees, that's like going all the way around, and you're going to end up at that same location where the original point is here at 4, 5. So let me erase this whiteboard. Let's do a second example. Maybe see if you can practice this one on your own, and we'll go through it together. Okay, for this second example now, we're going to take the center of rotation here at negative 3, 4. So let's go ahead and plot that point right there. And we want to rotate the point 1, 6 about this center of rotation. So let's see, 1, 6 is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. So that's our point. So we're going to do that same technique. We're going to go ahead and look at the slope here. We're going to rise 1, 2, and then we're going to run 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to think of our slope here as 2 over 4. Now some students, they're going to be tempted to reduce this to like 1/2. Don't do that. Just leave it as an an unreduced fraction here, 2/4. And what we're going to do now is we're going to look at, okay, what's the opposite reciprocal? That would be the perpendicular slope would be negative 4 over 2. So what I could do is from the center of rotation, I could go down 4, right 2, and you can see here if I draw some dotted lines that that's a right angle. I could also do, this is the equivalent as positive 4 over negative 2. So from the center of rotation, I can go up 4, left 2, okay? Or I can just keep that same slope of 2/4, but instead I could just think of this as a negative 2, so down 2 and left 4. So what I did in one fell swoop here is we found the 90-degree rotation, the 180-degree rotation, the 270-degree rotation, and of course 360 would be going all the way around. So let's just go ahead and label those points in case you're doing this at home and you just want to check your work. So this one for the 90 degrees counterclockwise is going to be at, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So negative 5, positive 8. 180 is going to be right here, so that's at negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, positive 2. And then for 270, that's going to be right here at -1, 0. And of course, if we went 360 degrees, you're going all the way around, you'd end up back at where this original point was, which is at 1, 6. Now, sometimes students will ask, what happens if I'm going clockwise? Well, if you were to go 90 degrees clockwise about this center of rotation, that's the same as a 270 degree counterclockwise. So you just kind of have to know the difference, clockwise, counterclockwise. But if you use this slope method and you have a graph, it's an easy way to do it. If you want to see another video I did talking about how you can do this without using the slope, and maybe you don't even have a graph, I've got a 3-step method that you might like. So I'll put that video up on the screen here. Check out that video for another method if this method doesn't work for you. I'll see you in that other video.